Yes, you had a question?
Yes. I mean,
Is it focused on me? I don't think it's video on me.
the mailbox system just create this kind of system just because in America people live distance away, right?
Yeah, one reason is because of this and also for security, not to have your mail stolen.
Yes, so every time when we have to get our mail, we have to go to the post office and probably just once a week or twice, 2 weeks, once 2 weeks. Then what if it's emergency mail, then we cannot see it immediately?
Yes, that's correct. Unless you give them your home address and the person who has mailed it to you has sent you used a very expensive method of delivery service that requires your signature, and then the post office will come to your door and deliver the package and ask you to sign for it.
Okay.
Or they can use another independent delivery service. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just like for me, when I was a graduate student and I lived in an apartment, sometimes I would order things from eBay or something, and the people wouldn't use a very expensive method to send those packages. So sometimes the postal worker, the mail carrier would just drop the package in between my screen door and my front door. Screen door is to keep out the flies and mosquitoes and bugs and stuff. But if they paid for a better delivery method, then the mail carrier would knock on my door and ask me to sign my name. So, yeah, just depends.
This is no mailbox in front of your house.
Because I lived in an apartment complex, so they had some miniature, a small thing that looked like this, but just outside of a group of apartments. Some people have a mailbox just outside their home, yes.
Some people don't.
Yes. Yes. They have their own choice. If you put a mailbox up and you go to the post office and say, I want to start getting my mail and this is where I live, then they will start delivering the mail to your home. Yes.
So why don't your parents choose the mail to?
Because I live inside of a hollow. My parents live inside of a hollow, which is the space in between two mountains. And it's very far, yes, it's very far up into the mountains. So maybe the mail carriers refuse to go up into the mountains. They say they would leave the mail at the what we call the mouth of the hollow. You know, the opening of the hollow. And they said that if we put a mailbox there, then we can get the mail there. But my parents felt it's quite troublesome because they need to make sure that every day at about 10:30 in the morning, they always go to check the mail. Because if they leave it there, maybe someone would just drive by, stop, and check our mail for us, you know, and take the things that are in the mailbox away. Also, if you have a package, the mail carrier would just leave it where your mailbox is. Or maybe the wind will blow it away. Or maybe somebody will just take it away, you know. So, because I live in a very remote, rural, countryside place.
Can I share some different idea about mailboxes?
Sure.
I heard the mailboxes in Taiwan is kind of different than America. They have a different price for the mailboxes. And one is you can have the key. And it's outside the post office. And then you can just open it yourself. And it's kind of cheap, about, I don't know, few $100s a year.
In Taiwan?
Yes, in Taiwan.
Okay. Where?
I
You
don't
mean
know.
right just outside the post office?
Yes, not much. About just 20 or about 20 boxes, I guess. Not much.
You mean $20 US a year? Or
No, I mean
$10?
no, few hundred
okay.
NT a year. Yeah, and you can have a key to open yourself.
But I haven't seen it. I've only seen those in like a few places before though.
I saw it in Tainan City, where near my senior high school. I think they were special. Because usually, if you saw people take out their mail, all the advertisements over something.
Oh, really?
Yes, because people want to avoid the advertisement to their home, so they just.
But they still got a lot of advertisement there.
Yes.
No. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. The post office, usually your mailbox, you will always get weekly advertisements, once a week, from the post office.
So, where can your mailbox?
Yeah, anyway, mailbox or to the, if you have a mailbox at the post office or at your home, yeah. You'll still get, usually on Saturday, because in the States, the mail runs Monday through Saturday. Do we have mail, will mail run on Saturday in Taiwan?
Yes.
No, okay. Sunday?
No.
No, okay. But in the States, the mail only goes out once a day. In Taiwan, I know it's twice. Yes. The mail only goes out once a day, or is delivered once a day. Taiwan has delivery twice a day.
Sometimes even 3 cities.
Oh, really?
In some bigger cities.
Bigger cities, yes. Taiwan's post is more efficient and cheaper than the United States. Yes, Taiwan has a good post office. So are there any quick questions about the assignment I gave you last week? Have any questions about filling that out that you'd like to ask me now?
What is social citizen?
Huh? You have to tell me page number and what it is.
Page number is.
You made it up. Huh? What page? No, show me the page. Show me the page. Show me the page. Show me the page. Barris, just show me the page. Hold it up. Yes. Wait. Hold it up. Is that page 1?
Yes.
Okay. What part?
Country of citizenship.
Yeah. What country? Taiwan. ROC. Where you are a citizen of what country?
I went by the place of birth. I had to write again.
The city and maybe for example, let's say you were born in. No, you were born in Taiwan, but then you are now a citizen of America. So it would be different, right?
Yes.
How about location on page 2?
Page 2. City and country.
And what about secondary school?
Secondary school is junior and senior high school.
So we have to have
Yes. Yes.
So we don't have to write senior high.
Yes, you do. Junior and senior high under secondary school. Primary school is elementary school.
So does it have to which one be first?
No, it doesn't matter. Because they will be able to see by the name of the school.
Okay.
Blah, 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 junior high, or blah, 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 senior high. And then they'll be able to see when you say junior high school diploma or senior high school diploma. Any other questions?
And what about diploma?
Yeah.
I don't know how to write one.
Junior high school diploma, senior high school diploma, elementary school diploma. Now, yeah, if you want, you can put kindergarten, but it's not necessary. You don't have any degree yet. Did you graduate from another? So you have to write what? NA, yes. No. Answer it correctly, as if it really happened to you. Answer everything correctly, as if it is true. No, everything should be true. You haven't received it yet, so you haven't received your bachelor's from Jai University yet, so you have to put N/A.
What about any dates or college?
Present. You can put when you started. Present. Huh? N/A. Because you haven't received it yet. Page 4, yes. Yes. Yes.
Why is the 2-year undergraduate program not the same as the undergraduate program?
2-year program is an associate's degree. 4-year program is bachelor's degree.
2 years.
They don't offer a 2-year degree in many programs. They only offer a 2-year degree in a few programs. That's why they're not the same. So you're not going to choose, you're going to probably choose a undergraduate program, right? Because you all haven't received an undergraduate already, so you have to choose an undergraduate program.
So what is the professional?
Okay, pre-professional curriculum refers to if you're going to be going into law or medicine. And what you would have to do is you choose a major, any major that you want. Doesn't matter, an undergraduate program. And then you also have pre-professional curricula, which means they require you to take certain general education courses in addition to certain courses related to medicine or law.
But it isn't necessary.
Huh?
It isn't necessary.
Unless you plan to go into medicine or law. Unless you plan to go into medicine or law. You don't have to circle one unless you want to study law or medicine.
Their degree is like undergraduate.
No, you don't. Let me explain something to you. When you want to become a doctor in the United States, you can study anything as your undergraduate degree. Or if you want to become a lawyer, you can study anything. It doesn't matter what you study, you just have to have a degree, a 4-year degree. So what this is saying is, like if you want to be a lawyer, you have to just choose a degree, whatever you're interested in for fun, to give you some experience in life of learning something, to teach you discipline, how to go to class, how to turn in assignments. Most lawyers may maybe get a degree in something related to communications or whatever. And probably a doctor will get a degree in something related to science like biology or chemistry or whatever. But it's basically they get a degree in whatever they want, but they also have to have a pre-professional curricula, which means that the school will decide certain required courses that they need to take. They're electives. The elective courses that they're general education courses that they're going to take, like math or science. You know, everybody has to have some math classes, some science classes, some, what else? Math, science, some social science, whatever. They will tell them specifically which classes they need to take. Whereas other students may have the choice. They will choose the ones that will best suit a doctor or best suit a lawyer. And they will ask them to take a few extra courses based on law or physical therapy or veterinary medicine, something like that. Because they will get their more professional degree when they go to medical school or to law school. So it prepares them for medical school and for law school. Got it? So if you plan to be a lawyer or doctor or something like that, then you pay attention to pre-professional curricula. If not, don't worry about it, just skip it. Any other questions? I don't think we have time. Anyway, let's go to the page about the post office. See if you can find all of these things in the photo. And write the number beside of it. You can work with a partner. Yes.
This one is now listening, right?
No, I just told you what to do. I told you to try to find the objects, the 20 objects in the photo, and write the number beside of each object. You can work with a partner. Okay, let's talk about it a little bit. So how about the first one, airmail? Could you find any airmail?
Yes.
Where? Yes, in a circle. There's going to Cyprus. Cyprus, I think.
Cyprus.
And the second one, how about book of stamps? Can you see the book of stamps?
Yes.
Yes, it's beside the airmail going to Cyprus. How about first class?
We don't know.
Huh?
We don't know what is it.
Huh?
What is it?
First class refers to a type of mail that can be delivered in 2 to 3 days. And any letter that you mail, any letter or anything that weighs less than, I forgot, maybe half a pound can be considered first class mail. Usually costs less than $1 to mail out. You see we have a postcard above the book of stamps. That can be considered first class mail.
Wait.
Anything, you see it? The postcard? It's above the book of stamps.
Oh, thank you.
Postcard. Yes, any kind of mail that is very light, you know, like a regular envelope weight, is considered first class mail. It's very cheap to mail. Okay, next is insurance. Probably insurance we know is something that you buy in case your thing is damaged or stolen or something like this. We can't really see a photo of insurance, but probably the little paper above the postcard is probably maybe an insurance form that you need to fill out. That you have to fill out the information about the package or the letter and write down the value of it and sign your name, and then you can buy the insurance. 5, letter. You can see letters everywhere. Like there is a man with a dog, and he is going to put a letter in the out-of-town mailbox. And mail. Mail can be just a letter, package, anything. So you can see the man with the dog has some mail. Also, there's many people standing in line with mail, and there's a lot of mail behind the counter.
What's the difference between the letter and mail?
Letter is just what you guys wrote is a letter. Yeah, with a letter is a letter. Mail is a letter or a package. Yes. Mail bag, the bag to keep the mail in. You see, there is a mail carrier, and there is a bag beside of him that says U.S. mail, so that's a mail bag. There are also different kinds of mail bags, very big ones, such as an M bag that we talked about earlier, the special type of bag you can put the box in that you want to mail to Taiwan for a very cheap fee, $1 a pound. Mailbox. There are 2 different types of mailboxes. You see the outgoing mail, the out-of-town, and the local mail. Those are mailboxes. And also, do you see in the, I think in the back, there's a guy there. I think maybe he is getting some mail out of a mailbox inside the post office too, like the mailboxes I showed you before. Mail carrier or letter carrier, that's the people who deliver the mail, and you can see the guy taking the mail out of the local mailbox. He is a mail carrier. Mail truck, you see the big truck in the back near the tree, beside and behind the American flag. This mail truck. Overnight mail. Do you see there's a piece of mail on the counter beside the lady? It says rush on it. That's probably the overnight mail. Parcel post, we already talked about parcel post in class. Probably this, we can probably say that, I'm not sure, we can, maybe some of the packages or something beside of the female postal worker is probably some parcel post. Postage. Postage just refers to stamps or metered mail, which metered mail is when you pay for postage at the post office, and they will print the sticker that you can put on and they'll put it directly on your package. That's called metered mail. You can write it in the space that you have in your book. Metered mail. Postal clerk. Postal clerk refers to the person that's behind the counter that will help you out, sell you some stamps or other services provided by the post office. Postal worker includes both mail carriers, letter carriers, postal clerks, and anyone else who works for the post office. Scale. If you look under where it says bulk rates 4-day, where there is a male postal worker helping a lady out, there's something in front of him that he's using to weigh a package. That's a scale. We all know what stamps are, and the stamp machine is kind of next to the lady who is at the bulk rates 4-day counter, and you can see there's some stamps coming out of the machine. Third class. Third class is an old style of mail that we don't really call it third class anymore. We call it third class mail is now is considered media mail nowadays. Third class mail. So you can mark it out and write down media mail instead, because we don't really refer to it as third class mail anymore. Media mail and media mail and bound printed matter have replaced third class mail. 2-day delivery, you can mark that out too. 2-day delivery has been replaced by priority mail. It's the new names for 2-day delivery. Does anybody have any other questions about the photo or anything going on in the photo? Yes? Oh, how much declare means to tell or to tell or to Oh, that's this thing here that has the words declare value on it is probably a insurance form. Buying insurance for a. Actually, when you mail something from the States to Taiwan, you also will have to fill out a small form that asks you what is inside your package, and you have to put the value in US dollars. And then you will also have to sign your name and date it. But it's a very simple form. All you have to do is write what's inside, how much is the value, sign and date.
Could you explain postage?
Huh?
Postage.
Yes?
Could you explain?
Postage is just stamps or metered mail. It's the fee you pay to mail something. So postage is either it can be a stamp you put on, or it can be you weigh something at the post office and they will type something on the computer, and then a machine will print something, right? A printer will print a small stamp for you.
Oh, excuse me, what is parcel code? Is like the package?
Yes, yes. Yes. Parcel post takes longer,
It's longer.
and it's a bigger package, bigger than a letter,
Bigger than a regular.
bigger than an envelope.
Is the man with the dog?
He's mailing a letter.
Doing a later.
Yes.
So parcel is bigger than the later.
The man standing in line with priority is mailing a parcel. Parcel means package.
Package.
Okay, we're running out of time, so let's look on the next page, and I want you just to skip down to the last part because we don't have time for the other stuff. So go down to where it says group problem posing, problem solving. So what you need to do is you can work in groups of 3. You need to figure out what is the problem and what is the solution, and then you can tell what you decided to do as a class. So here's the situation. You need to do those things. Work in groups of 3, state the problem, find a solution, and then you're going to report your decisions to the class. So you wait in line for 10 minutes at the post office. You buy a book of stamps and send 2 letters airmail. It costs you $9.30. You gave the clerk a $50 bill. The clerk gives you $10.70 in change. Okay, so decide in groups of 3. What's the problem? What's the solution? And then tell us what you did, what you decided to do.
就要还钱就好了。
对啊，这样很
有什么东西吗？我很怀疑。Everybody get down. Give back all my money or I'll fall us to hell. 他在 A 区。
美国的20块长得很像吗？
一本就付了3块钱。
不然怎么会99块啦？
一本你会觉得不值啊，一张不到5块钱的。那是我们的对啊，可是他们总共只3块钱是99块台币。
3块钱就99块台币，一本的那个99块台币。
可是我给你拿一本呢。
那一张2块啊，1块
这个可以啊，就不知道，所以我就不知道这样会到底多少钱。
没有，我们先减掉。
可是他已经讲这一课是9.30了。
可是不是这样的话，就是买两张还是买1本？反正不管怎样，就是找错钱。应该是找错钱了。 不管怎样都是找错钱。因为就算他买一本的话，他付了一本的钱10块。50块1500。最好是
来这里买一双手套，这是手套。
好，
哦，那你去日本怎么来？一双大概69块，北京大概65到66到70的也有，70好像已经。也就是如果加运费回来，大概就要。
你那个美国的手套比较贵，
美国比较便宜，就是你要给你过来，你要就是要扣掉，如果因为那有运费的问题，所以你要很多人一起分摊掉，不然那个运费还是加不去，其实跟在台湾。
所以就是几只没有。
不然就是一箱，一箱，大概几只嘛，然后运费就大家分摊掉。
奇怪，我刚才讲到这个。
所以现在是要怎样？
先问他多少钱吧，总共多少钱 ？How much?
No, we are almost finished.
Because you mean back all the money or I brought us over here.
不要演，看。
应该是吧？应该50块啊。
你是找错钱吧？
我觉得，真的来讲，
可是我不会讲找错钱。Sorry, you give me the wrong number. Money wrong.
How much does it cost? 7 cents.
I don't know, you can, how much did I say was one stamp? Do you want a book of 10 or do you want a book of 20?
So it depends on
How many you
how
want?
many stamps you got.
But we know how much it costs, $9.30.
So it's
So the problem is
the clerk make a mistake.
I don't know. Okay, who would like to do a role play? Who wants to do a role play?
Felicia.
Who would like to do the role play? I'll be the postal clerk. Joyce will do it.
Okay.
Her English is good. She's not afraid. Come on. Don't forget your letters. You need 2 letters, right? Make sure I can be video. We can be video. Hello, ma'am. How may I help you?
I want to buy a book of stamps.
A book of 10 or 20 stamps.
10.
Okay.
And I want to mail to Ariel.
You want to mail your stamps by airmail?
I got you Ariel to mail.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't understand you.
I got 2 letters to mail.
Okay. How would you like me to mail those letters?
The cheapest.
The cheapest way. Oh, these are going to Taiwan, so you have to send these by airmail. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right. Here is your book of stamps,
Thank you.
and here are 2 airmail stamps. You'll have to put them on yourself. The total is $9.30. Oh, here's your change. And your change.
好像变惨了。
10,
It's $10.70.
I just give you 50 bill.
So, yes, I just gave you your change, $10.70.
It should be, and the stamp and the mail should cost me $9.30.
Oh, sorry. Can I see your receipt? I don't know. These are your letters. Oh, my mistake. Oh, sorry.
So you should give me.
I don't know, I can't do math. How much money do you want? Just take it. Oh, sorry, 20. Oh,
Give me all the money.
thank you. Can I do anything else for you?
Yeah, now
I told you you have to apply the stamp by yourself and put it in the outgoing. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So the problem was she didn't get enough change, right? So just go and tell your problem to the postal employee. They will help you. I think the postal employees in the States are very nice, but they're very, very nice. And always wait in line. Don't do like in Taiwan in jump line. Somebody will just hit you in the face. Oh yeah, but no, I mean sometimes in the States we usually don't have a number machine to do that. They will just have a line and people will line up. So never jump lines. Somebody will just, it won't be like in Taiwan where everybody will talk about you but not say anything to you. Someone will just come up to you and say, "Get out of my way! You jumped me." And then they'll say, "Do you have a problem?" Yeah. So you shouldn't jump lines with any. You shouldn't jump in line, okay? And don't stare at anybody directly. They take that as an insult, like you're looking for trouble, and they'll say, "What are you staring at? Do you have a problem with me?" And then we'll start a confrontation. Okay? We didn't have time to finish everything, so I want you to review this part at the top by yourself. Okay? And if you have any additional questions about the post office, you can just email those to me. I just gave you a very basic idea about the post office. I could teach you for a whole month on different things about the post office, how to fill out forms, and how to do other things, but we just don't have enough time. Okay, so just ask me questions if you have any. If you have any more questions about the remainder application forms that you need to fill out, you can also email me and ask me before next week. When you turn in your application, not your application, sorry, your forms for next week, make sure that you turn them in the same order. The same order that they're in the book. Otherwise it will become like trash. Okay? Make sure you turn them in the same order.
Should we use the stapler?
Huh? Yeah, or I will lose it, yeah. And you don't need to write your name on any of them because I'll see your name somewhere. Yeah, I'll see your name somewhere on one of the forms. Do you have any questions? Any other questions? Okay. All right. Tom, you can stop the...